Okay, it's 4:15. Yes, 4:15. So let's get started. So this is the seminar, seminar for MSc HRM. Program director is Dr. Annie Ko. I'm not Annie. She's sick, so I am speaking on her behalf. My name is Fancy Hui. I'm the associate head for the department, and I teach quite a number of subjects in the MSc HRM. So I know enough to take a place at this info seminar. So let's see what we have here. So this is basically what we are going to go through today. What are we looking for, right? What can you expect when you enroll into our program? Why you should choose our program instead of other programs, right? And then how can you apply, right? This is very important. And then what else do we need to know about this program? So first of all, who, right? Hopefully you. So you guys are here, so hopefully you are in the right place. So really, we welcome a lot of people from different backgrounds. Say, if you want to deepen your HR knowledge, maybe you're already in the HR field. This is for you. We have a lot of subjects you'll see very soon in the HR area. And then maybe you just want to develop yourself into a leadership position. You're looking for a promotion. Right now, you're a specialist. You want to know a little bit more about people. This is also a program for you, right? Or maybe you just want to broaden your horizon, right? So and find you're not sure where you want to go in your career. Maybe this is a way for you to find your path. And then finally, maybe you just want to learn more about people. This is basically about people. Okay, a program about people. If you're curious about people, this is for you. Okay, so many people will be saying, management, marketing, HR, and other HR functions can be done by AI very soon. So why should we learn about HR, right? Why should we learn about people? So my point here is that, and I want you to at least take out from this seminar, when you walk out here, remember this. There are a lot of things AI can do, but AI cannot deal with people very well. And even if you have a lot of data, a lot of routines, a lot of algorithms, at the end of the day, you still need to, you look at data, you want to present it to people, to influence people, right? So AI is there to serve people, but you are there to help AI to serve people. And that's the point. If you want to stand out in the job market in the future, you need to understand people better, even better than before, because now AI can take anything else, right? So think about, for example, a doctor, right? So in the past, doctor can do the diagnosis and then look at what kind of problems you have and then give you medicine. In the future, AI can do that. So what is the point of for the doctor, right? To connect with the patients. And here we are talking about people business. Okay. Now, our program has several features. We are very diverse and we welcome diversity. The point is you may come from very different backgrounds, can be from engineering, can be from science, can be from marketing, HR, any field. And if you come into the classroom with your background, right, you can share with each other. So in this kind of a program, postgraduate program, it's not just I share my knowledge with you, it's about you people sharing with each other. Okay, so it's about mutual learning. You learn from each other, I learn from you, you learn from me. So it's a lot of interaction. Okay, so diversity is good. Right. So all kinds of backgrounds are welcome. Second, we are very personalized. If you want to focus on HR, HR pay and benefits, maybe staffing, training, and development, that kind of focus, very, very focused on HR functions. that's fine. You can choose subjects more catering to those areas. If you want to be more general people management, like leadership, more in the strategic management, you can go in that direction also. So it's up to you. You have the freedom to choose. And number 3 is it's up to your own pace, right? So normally, for full-time, we're targeting maybe comfortably you finish in 1.5 years. But if you want to cram all your subjects into 1 year, that's fine. You want to lay it out and let yourself enjoy the environment for 2 years, 2.5 years, that's fine also. Okay, but normally we target 1.5 years. Okay, and then for part-time, which some of you are, is 2.5 years. Okay, if you cram it, can be shorter. You can take a little bit longer also. Life happens, right? So we allow that kind of flexibility so that you can plan it for yourself. Okay. Now, what can you expect from this program, right? When you enroll into the program, what can you expect? Okay, so we are talking about a program of 31 credits. 31 credits. So that means there are 4 compulsory subjects, 1 ethics subject, which is 1 credit, and then 6 elective subjects. The reason why it's so flexible is because there are 6 elective subjects. So you can choose very focused, or you can choose more general. Right? Now, for a very, very minority of you, you enter the program and then you figure out, oh, this is maybe not my kind of program I want to drop out, but you don't want to waste everything. You can aim for something called the postgraduate diploma. Of course, we want you to finish, right? But really, life happens, you need to migrate, you need to do whatever. You can get out with a postgraduate diploma with 4 compulsory subjects and 3 elective subjects. Okay, but we don't recommend that. We recommend you to finish with the MSc. Okay, so that's just an option for you in case life interferes. So a typical subject is a 3 credit subject, right? Regular semester, that means 13 weeks. You spend 3 hours a week learning from that subject. Regular time, usually is evening, 6:30 to 9:30. So we hope that you can get here on time and start the class. Now, occasionally you can, working in Hong Kong, maybe you cannot get out of work early enough to get into the classroom at 6:30. There is a little bit of leeway. You can negotiate with talk to your subject lecturer and see whether we can shift the class a little bit, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's okay. But the gist is 6:30 to 9:30. Okay. Now, in the summer, it's more compressed. So we have a summer term. So 7 weeks and 2-3 hours classes per week. So it's a little bit more intense, right? So that's the 3 credit class. Now there is also 1 credit ethics subjects, right? So that's 4 3-hour sections on alternate week, and usually it's on a Saturday. Okay, so it's only 1 credit, so it's like 4 Saturdays, and that's it. Okay, so don't worry if you say, oh, I joined the program and all my Saturdays are gone. No, just 1 subject, 4 Saturdays. Okay, so a little bit of suffering, but you earn a lot. So usually it's the 2nd semester of year 1, you get that one. Okay. Right, so here's the program structure. So the 4 compulsory you see here, and I'm not going to read one by one. It's basically very, very fundamental management kind subjects, right? And then the business ethics. Now, here's the more interesting slide. So here are the options, right? You see a lot of options. So there are the more traditional one, like pay and benefits, but also there are more interesting, up-to-date, more hands-on subject like negotiation, mediation. Myself, I teach leadership. I teach well-being. So these are the newer subject, but there is also like people are talking about AI analytics, how it's going to affect the field of HR or field of people management. It's in the works. We're putting together a subject on decision analytics. Okay, so it's going to be new. So we're keeping at pace with what the industry is asking for. And of course, there's a decision-making subject, which is very, very popular also. Deals with how people are very interesting. Our brains do not work like computers. So how our brains are different from the computers, we can learn it from the decision-making class. How to influence people's choices and how we make stupid choices. That also is from the decision class. Okay. Now, some people will want to do a dissertation, right? Instead of taking classes, they want to work on their own project, study what is going on in their company, maybe. So you can choose the dissertation option, in which you will have to take the research methods, and then 9 credits for the dissertation. You follow a faculty supervisor, so the faculty will guide you through the projects. Okay, so that's the dissertation option, and some people also do that. Okay, so of course you take the dissertation, that means you take fewer electives. Okay. All right, so this is basically the progression pattern we suggest for people, right? So if you're doing part-time, 2 subjects per semester, right? Even for summer, but I mean, for summer term, it's optional whether you want to take the very intensive 7-week summer. That's optional. So that allows you a little bit of flexibility, right? If you take the summer, maybe your year 3 is more free. Okay, so you can move some of the subjects up. So that means you finish faster. Okay. Now, if you're doing full-time, this is how it works. Okay, so year 1, semester 1, semester 2. So you have like 4 subjects each. And then again, summer is optional. And then year 2, semester 1, you have 3 elective subjects. Again, you can cram it, right? So 1 more subject here, 1 more subject here, and 1 subject here. And then you finish in 1 year. That is also a possibility. Okay, so very flexible. Or you want to take it easy, put some subject later on, that's fine also. Okay, right, before we jump into why, is there any question? You look very puzzled, so I want to pause a little bit for people to ask questions. Any questions so far? Move on. Okay, so why, right? Why our program? Like I say, the future is human. Okay. Yes, there is a lot of technology going on, blockchain and yada yada, a lot of technology, right? But ultimately, these technologies serve human beings. So we need to understand what's going on here, what's going on in all these people's brains, right? And then figuring out, given you know what's going on in people's brains, how can you influence them to do what you want them to do, right? Okay, so that's why we still want to understand human. It is ever more important to understand human beings. Okay, so our curriculum, very balanced. Some subjects are more heavy on the theory. Okay, they are taught by professors who are very, very much an expert in those areas. Now, some subjects are more practically based. So, for example, mediation, right? They are taught by people. The class is taught by people who actually practice mediation in their work, so they could share the practical knowledge. So it's a good balance of theoretical and practical. And even within each class, there's different weightage, but it's still theoretical, practical. There is a lot of balance there. Okay. Now, we also have something very unique in our program. It's not just inside the classroom, we also focus on what is happening outside of the classroom, because we understand that it's challenging world out there. You're developing yourself into a future leader. So we have this program called Leadership Initiative for Future Talents, LIFT. So basically, we have three components. First component is to build up your mindset so that you are going to be more competitive in the marketplace. So we'll have coaching, executive coaching, one-on-one executive coaching, so that you understand your strength, you understand where you want to improve and so on, so that you come out of the program a better person, more self-aware person. So that's the coaching, but we also do a lot of exercise, a lot of activities along that line, mentorship. And then second is career development. So we do a lot of career development activities. In fact, just this morning, we had a CV and interview a workshop for the MSc program, so that people can learn. Okay, so what is the latest about CV writing? What's the latest about the interview? And so that we can keep people updated in the marketplace. Okay, and of course we do plan career fairs so that you get to meet industry leaders and see whether you can pave your path for your future. And finally, there is the networking events. Networking, occasionally we have happy hours, meeting with alumni, meeting with industry leaders. So all these networking events. Ultimately, it's about building a community, and that's our third point, right? So we want to make sure that you don't just come in here to study in the classroom and go home. Okay? It's more than that. We're building a community. You are building a community with your fellow students in HRM, but there are two other programs in management and marketing department. There's the marketing program, there's the business analytics program, and we want to build a community so that you know other people from other fields. And that broadens your network, personal network, professional network. And we bring in the coaches, we bring in mentors, and you get regular networking opportunities with those people also. And then, of course, alumni, right? We have many years of the program, so we invite our alumni back from time to time, so you get to learn from your seniors what's out there, what can you achieve in your future, right? So we're trying to build a community here. It's not just in the classroom, out the classroom. Okay, so here what we did last year. So this is relatively new. So we had the coaching, of course, coaching. There are larger group discussion, and then there is one-on-one. We did a mindfulness walk in the hills and sort of gaining self-awareness. For the workshops, we had skill sets like table manner, professional networking, etiquette, that kind of workshop, just like what I say, CV interview workshops. We visit companies. Last year, we visited a couple of companies, and so we'll continuously bring in more company visits. And then, of course, the professional networking, you see like a lot of people very, very happy gathering, and people actually find jobs or future engagement from those networking events. And community, we are building a community. So you can see we are trying everything to build a supportive community, because it's a hard journey. Occasionally you have to work hard for your projects and schoolwork, and you lean on each other, lean on your fellow students, lean on your professors to get things done. So we're a very, very supportive community. Okay. So how do you get there, right? You care about this very much. Okay, so if you have an undergraduate degree taught in English, that's the most straightforward. Okay, so you get the undergraduate degree, and we prefer one or more year of job experience, work experience. Okay. Does that mean that we don't care if you don't have job experience? No. Okay, so we prefer that you have 1 or more years, but we still consider the rest. Of course, it's very competitive, right? So that's for the graduates. And then there are some people who come in without an undergraduate degree. We call those mature students. So maybe a post-secondary diploma somewhere, community college, or way back, polytechnic degrees. That's fine. If you are 27 years of age or above, and you have at least 6 years of work experience, of which 3 years of managerial capacity, then we can consider it. As you can see, right, a lot of criteria, so probably small number. Okay. So far, so good. All right. English requirement. Now, what if your undergraduate is not taught in English, right? So you might want to take TOEFL or IELTS. So these are I'm not going to read it out, but this is the number, the minimum. So bear in mind these numbers. You receive the PowerPoint slide, so it is fine not to remember the numbers. You can find it out later on. And it's also online, so you can find it out online. Okay, application deadline, April. So we still have a lot of time to think about that. There's everything is online, so you can apply online. There's this study at PolyU web page, so you can just follow the instruction there. It's very clear. And if you are shortlisted, we'll interview you. So it's rolling basis, of course, first come, first serve, earlier apply, earlier we interview you, earlier you get the result and know what you're gonna do next year. Okay, so earlier better. Number intake 50. So that's our quota. And academic year next year starts on September the 2nd. Any questions so far? No? Okay, what else? Additional information that we need to know. Now, suppose you study some master programs before, okay, and you think maybe there are credits that you can transfer to be part of, to be counted to part of this program. That is possible as long as it's postgraduate level. It's very similar to the subject on the program, and also it's within 8 years. Okay, so you learn it within 8 years, so you can do the credit transfer. Not a lot of credits, but at least it helps. It helps a little bit. Tuition fee. I'll let this sink in. Okay, so I put these two together, right? So tuition fee, but you can ask for continuous education fund. Some of the subjects are covered. Okay, so there's a little bit of coverage. Okay, you pay by credit. Okay, so if you study 6 credit, you pay for 6 credit. If you study 12 credit, you pay for 12 credits. Okay. Okay, so in case you have further question about this program itself, academic matter, you don't ask me, you ask Dr. Eniko, and that's her number, her email address. Now, if you have application matters, you don't know where to click or how to apply, or the procedural stuff, you can ask our general office. The staff out there, they are from our general office. These are numbers and emails. So and of course, all our information is online, so you can check it out. You Google PolyU, HRM, you find what we have there. Okay, so our, of course, alumni, we have a couple of alumni here, but alumni are sharing a lot of good words. Tiny, unless you have super eyesight, you cannot see this, but they're happy, basically. So yeah, we look forward to welcoming you to join us. And I'll leave this here for now. This is our LinkedIn page. You'll see what's going on in the department. We have a lot of things going on. So if you are, I would encourage you to follow us on LinkedIn. But before we end, I'd like to invite our two alumni to share their journey. So we have Zoe and we have Rachel. So who wants to share first? I'll be your tech support. That's your? Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today, and it's my pleasure to do a sharing here. My name is Zhao Tong, and you can call me by my English name Zoe. So I'm studying for a master degree in human resource management this academic year, and I come from Tangshan, Hebei province, which is another city in mainland China. And I have to say it's a bit far from Hong Kong. However, I've decided to leave my hometown and give up my current job to study here is because I really want to give me more opportunities to experience, to learn, to find, to achieve. Yeah. Actually, I have a 3 years of work experience as an HR in State Grid, which is ranked second among the world's top 500 company. It seems like that I already have a stable work and with a decent salary. So most of my friends around me, they just admire what I have. So far, you may have some questions for me, like, then why do you choose to leave your comfort zone, and do you regret for your initial decision, and how do you feel with your daily life in PolyU? So I will give you some answers. At first, when I connected my ex job, I felt, a little frustrated because I don't think that was a real HR work. The longer I worked, the more tired I became to those repetitive work. So most importantly, I feel very, trapped in my thoughts, and I couldn't find my self-worth. So I just didn't think that I must change. Then I came to PolyU. What I believed is that the length of my life is limited, but I can go and expand the width of my life. Yeah. So then you can see I'm here. Yeah. And but I want to say, I have to tell you the truth that when I first come to Hong Kong, I felt very nervous and very hard because, it was all new environment for me, and I just need to do all the things by myself. But when I entered our school, I just be attracted by all the lovely things, such as the elegant architecture and the refreshing plants and all the happy faces. This is the most important thing. I find, every student, they have a happy face, and I really enjoy the harmony, atmosphere here. Yeah, so when I see all the things, I felt that it was all worth it. And as for my study life, I have to say that continuing to study HRM is quite helpful for various aspects. Actually, I'm so obsessed with my ongoing classes. Through the professor's introduction, I can use 16 personality testing to know my traits, my career direction, my strengths, my weaknesses, and all the things can help me do a better personal career developing plan for the future. Due to the class learning of different HR concepts, I broadened my mind and gained a deeper understanding of the work engaged in HR industry, clarified the significance of doing a good job in HR work, and thus strengthened my belief in learning HRM profession. Besides, I also enhanced my personal happiness through learning how to look at problems from different perspectives. Thinking about how to deal with emotions can help me become more positive, both in learning and life. In the meantime, I'm deeply appreciate with our professors, teaching methods, and their educational attitude. You know, they can answer every question, and they are so willing to help us to overcome the difficulties and give some original suggestions. So all the things can help me to find my own way and to just find my own self-worth. Yeah, like this. So I also feel so lucky when it comes to cooperating with my classmates. You know, they can always offer me some new ideas with their working experience or their life experience, and I really enjoy the process about cooperating with them, and we make good performance on the class. Yeah. So in conclusion, I want to say I don't have any regrets with my decision. And since I'm able to enjoy the advanced teaching facilities, harmonious learning atmosphere, and our esteemed professors. So I believe that PolyU can give me unlimited possibilities, help me achieve my dream, and finally build me into a useful person who can contribute to our society. And I just want to say, love myself, love my life, love HRI, and love PolyU. And in the end, I sincerely wish all of you can find your own way. So that's my sharing today. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, and I'm Rachel, and today I will share with you about my studying period in PolyU. Then first I will start with my background, and I got my bachelor degrees in GDUFS, is in Guangdong province, and then I came to Australia for the 2 years bachelor degrees too, in the University of Queensland, and then at that time, I faced the COVID-19. You know about that. So this is have a gap year of my master degree. When I graduate from the bachelor degrees, I have a startup business that is a design studio. After that, I decided to come to PolyU and have the master degrees because I think that is very important for my future career developing. And then I prepared to start at the girls and something master program, but I think I can skip to this, and then I will start from the third one is why I choose HRM. If we have time, I can show you about this video. This is created by AI, and this is I create with the AI help. So I will start in this part. How about HRM and why I want to choose this program. Well, in this part, I would like to share is that HRM is not only provide me the opportunity to constantly understand myself. It also teach me how to learn about understand others and also build my human resources network. Its most important part, I think, is build my human resources network. And the setting of this program is helpful for my final goal of becoming a manager or starting a business by myself. So, for example, in the HRD lessons, that is human resources development lessons, I continue to learn understanding myself through different texts. Like Zoe talked before, is MBTI and also Harrison assessment and so on. And also I learned to understanding different people through these kind of tests and in a professional way. Then I think this course is not only improving my professional knowledge, professional skills, it's more about cultivating my EQ, which is really important in the working area. So the second example is that in the well-being classes, I understood in today's working area, the salary may not be the only consideration of the employees. I think company humanity is affects the working status of the employees all the time. So in this consideration, for the well-being classes, I learned how to create a well-being atmosphere for the employees so that my team can be more stable. Last but not least, besides the professional part, I would like to talk about the other things is my human resources connection. I think there are many professors inviting their friends like some speakers who are already executive manager from the top company and to do a sharing for us in the classes like HRM seminars, entrepreneurship, organizational behavior lessons. Sometimes the professors of these lessons will provide us the variable opportunities that such like visiting the company or internship opportunity, even the job opportunity. And this is what HRM helps me to achieve my goals. I think this is more about the first part of my videos, so I will just skip that. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me. Okay, thank you. If we have time, do you would like to see
sure. Let's play the video.
Yeah, the AI video. But I think this is the trend that we will work with AI. I think we can use AI as a useful tool to help us to maybe work better. So I will show you the video.
Today I will start from a question. What is your goal? Maybe sometimes you will tell everyone that your goal is.
Sorry.
Today I will start from a question. What is your goal? Maybe sometimes you will tell everyone that your goal is to become a business executive, or your goal is to become a successful entrepreneur. Please imagine that. When you tell the people around you about your goals, imagine their congratulations and their high image of you. Do you feel good to say your goals? Don't you feel one step closer already, like it's already becoming part of your identity? Well, you should have kept your mouth shut because that good feeling now will increase your personal confidence like you have already successfully accomplished your goals. There are many reports have proven that telling someone your goal makes it less likely to happen. Anytime when you have a goal, there are some steps and some work needs to be done in order to achieve it. Ideally, you would not be satisfied until you actually done the work. However, when you tell someone your goal and they recognize it, the mind is kind of tricked into feeling that it's already done. Psychologists have found that it's called a social reality. I think many of you should have heard of this theory. I mentioned about it. I use this fact as an example today to tell you why I chose to continue my graduate studies after starting a business for a year. First of all, attending lessons in university seems to become a cover for my goals. Everyone has their own goals, whether you are in the workplace or on campus. Through this cover, I continue to get closer to my original goals. Learn professional human resources knowledge, meet and make friends. Secondly, it gives me the time and space to think calmly and get better job opportunities. I also made plans for the future during college, and everyone except myself thought I was just staying in the university. In my final year of undergraduate, we had the COVID. At that time, let alone finding a job, even going out for a walk was a problem. So after thinking about it, I decided to start a business. At this time, I quietly started an online design studio. In addition to studying, I established a team, confirmed the division of labor, and worked hard to operate. I didn't tell anyone about my plans and ideas until the studio was stable, so my parents always thought that I was focusing on studying. Later, the studio stabilized and the COVID situation started to recover. However, I faced a new problem, whether to work directly or improve my academic qualifications. When I faced this problem, I gave myself a year to try to deal with my business. After this year, my idea is that I hope to use the time back to campus to calmly think about my future goals. To be honest, when I am working, I don't actually have much time to plan for the future. I always keep on going without time of thinking. Therefore, when I returned to campus, I had new goals. I hope to improve my professional knowledge and interpersonal skills through course study. And I hope and try to find better job opportunities during my study period.
Well, thank you. And
Thank you.
finally, I don't think we need to completely heighten or unsureable our goals, because I will be prepared to accept the result of failure from the beginning, and I already clearly know where I am and what I still need to do. So then in this time, I will not afraid to share, because I will not easily to think that I already succeed. During my time studying in PolyU, I really gained a lot of valuable experience, and I hope you will enjoy it too. And welcome to PolyU. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so now I'm gonna open it up for question. Anyone got any question? 廣東話都得㗎。係。
啲咩即係我哋知道嘅公司你都
好多嗱，我哋會安排啲公司 visit， 但係即係有時你哋翻工又即係好難去到 visit 嘅，咁所以咧我哋會做啲咩咧？就係譬如有 HRN seminar 咧，13個禮拜，老師咧其實係即係出邊啲老闆嚟，咁佢就會 invite 佢啲 friend 嚟做 share。咁即係話你唔使去到公司，我哋帶公司入嚟課室咁樣，都有咁嘅機會。係啊，咁當然有嘅，一個學期1、2次啦，一兩間公司，就視乎嗰個時候啱啱我哋 connect 到啲咩公司。
Hello， 我可以回答一下这个问题吗？就是关于visiting the company， 我们在 Poly 有很多的活动，就是我之前在读的时候，我就参与过去到东莞啊，去参观一些大湾区的一些公司啊，包括创新园区，然后真实的去到企业里面看他们的工作流程，然后也会邀请他们的老板跟我们面对面交流，然后包括你提问啊什么都有很多的机会。
即係我想問咧，咁其實即係 HRM 除咗可能 conversation 同 benefit 嗰邊，其實對於 learning and development 即係如果按個 syllabus 話，大概個比重係幾
？Learning and development，我哋有 HRD 啦，等我睇下先啦，因為我唔係 PD， 所以咧我都要望一望個表先知。係啦，呢版可以 ，oops， 意思啊？喺度，我哋之前係有 learning and training and development 嘅，但係好似full 咗啲嘢入去 HRD 嗰度，即係變咗個 core， 一定要讀㗎，冇得揀。
不過都想問翻頭先嗰一版，即
係頭先嗰版
嗰個即係 elective 咧，咁
係
其實佢唔會全部開，咁有冇話
會全部開嘅，
咁有
係
冇話 previous 嘅 data 話邊一項係比較多人啲去咁咧？
嗱，大部分都有開嘅，咁就但係會撞時間，因為 elective，因為咁多科你冇可能一個禮拜係啦，咁有啲係上學期，有啲下學期嘅，咁可以。
譬如有冇啲科係最熱門，即係個個都會可能
最熱門啊？有啲咩科熱門啊？你哋？
咁多可能都會有個先後次序。
係啊，pay and benefit 係
即係
熱門嘅 Simon 嗰班係啊。OK 㗎，我見啊 Krishna decision making 呢個學期都幾多人嘅，係啊，係。
唔該晒。
我個科都 OK 㗎。
嗰個 career workshop 係做咩嘅？
啊，呢個 career workshop 係咩咧？其實就係 coaching，頭先講嗰堆嘢咧，coaching 啊，networking 啊嗰堆嘢。咁其實咧，你哋唔需要擔心嘅。你哋如果 apply 咗 coaching 嘅話咧，我哋就自動 share 你落去㗎。即係你個裡面，你個transfer 裡面就會有嘅。零 credit 唔使俾錢啊嘛，係啊，你好想俾錢
會唔會因為呢個畢唔到業㗎？
嚇？
會因為呢個可能即係讀得唔好，咪畢唔到業？
唔會，呢個隨你揀嘅啫嘛，你個 elective 嚟㗎嘛，你可以唔揀嘅，
program 不是一
計
个
分嘅。
不是一个学科，它是一个項目，就是自我提升的項目。
你有參與，
對，
你有參與就得㗎啦，
It's one by one。
有參與就
對，而且他們是業界比較頂尖的教練。
哦，明白。
係啊，佢哋 coach
因為我非
啲老闆
常承受這個，我非常愛我的 coach。
咁有點像 mentorship。
Yeah。
係犀利過 mentorship 少少咯，因為佢真係 one on one，你好似 psychologist 咁樣坐喺間房度同佢傾咁樣。佢會問你一啲問題，咁你出到嚟就了解咗自己多啲啲咯。
好，謝謝。
仲有啲咩問題啊？或者咁啦，我哋今日到呢度為止啦。We stop here. If you have any question, I'm here. They're here. All of us are here, so you can chat later. Okay? Thank you very much.